Hey everybody, Peter here. So the other day I mentioned on Facebook that this evening I was going to have a unique opportunity to go to a political fundraiser with Nancy Pelosi. And I asked you guys for thoughts and questions that I might want to bring up with her, assuming I got a little one-on-one time. And I had assumed that this was going to be a political fundraiser with a couple hundred people. I figured I might get 30 to 60 seconds. And so I wanted to be fully prepared so I could, ask a good solid question in there. And when I arrived at the fundraiser this evening, I realized very quickly that this was a much smaller, more private, intimate affair. Candlelit dinner, 40 to 45 people, and we got a 90-minute Q&A session. And so a lot of the issues that you guys asked me to bring up were brought up during the course of that 90-minute session. I might make another post just talking about what was said. But there were a lot of really good questions and a lot of really good answers. But the reason I'm making this video is because for me, this evening was one of the more fun nights that I've had in the 19 years that I have been playing around in DC's political circles. I got to have a moment with Adam Schiff and thank him for everything that he and the House managers did with respect to the impeachment inquiry. I got to meet Katie Porter. I got to meet Steny Hoyer. He was sitting at my dinner table, so he and I got to have some nice conversation. But the highlight of my evening was the very end. After they took away the dessert trays and people were making their way out the door, there was this moment where Nancy Pelosi was just kind of standing there by herself. And I asked one of the questions during the 90-minute Q&A session. I basically asked how we were going to reunite the party and expressed my concerns that after 2016, I really wanted to make sure that we were going into the general election united. And she had some good answers about that. But when I saw this opportunity to actually have a little bit of one-on-one time with her, in my mind I was going through all the various things that hadn't been asked and that I should bring up. But when I went over and started talking to her, the thing that just popped out of my mouth had to do with a press conference that she gave a few months back, where I guess Donald Trump had said that she hates him or something like that. And she responded forcefully, talking about how, as a Catholic, she loves everyone and she prays for him. And I brought out that moment and I thanked her for what she had said in that moment because it had really resonated with me. And the next thing you know, I got to spend several minutes talking to Nancy Pelosi, not about policy, but about love and faith and God and unity of spirit and unity of purpose as a nation. And I've been in politics for 19 years, and this was probably one of the most beautiful conversations that I've had in all that time. I literally walked out of the fundraiser with tears coming down my face, and then did that thing where you're walking down the street and you jump up and you click your heels. That was a real moment for me this evening. But anyhow, it was a great night. And there was a lot said this evening, which gave me reason to have faith that the soul of the Democratic Party, really is in good hands. And that we do have good people at the helm. And Gabe, you asked me to tell her that she is our Obi-Wan Kenobi, because of the whole impeachment thing and the role that she played in all that. And I gave her the message verbatim, and it really made her smile. So anyhow, that's what happened this evening. It was great. I just wanted to report in to all you and let you know how it went. And as cheesy as it was, when I ended up having that opportunity to have a good, solid conversation with her for a few minutes, it ended up being about love and faith in God. And I just really like that. It was a beautiful conversation. So anyhow, I hope all of you are doing great. I love all y'all, and talk to you soon.